to about. I'm gonna tell you a story that happened in the 50s. It's about a girl.
The following narrative involves boys and girls. A boy and a girl. A boy on a mission, and a mission to smell positively stunning for a girl. Bernadette by Bill Cosby.
When an old person starts to talk about their time, there is a tendency for young people to doze. Now, when I was a kid, 13, there was a girl. Many girls, actually. But one girl, she was just... gorgeous. Now, in those days, you would go up to a girl and ask,
Would you like to go out with me?
we were 13, so she would just say yes or no. So I went up to this one girl.
Would you like to go out with me? Why do you want to go out with me?
Because I love you.
What is love? Now, this is a 13-year-old girl asking me what is love. I'm not prepared. What's the matter with her anyway, asking me what is love? It means I love you. But what is love? I just love you. Never mind. I don't love her anymore. You asked all these questions, man.
Oh yes, we were talking about Bernadette. Bernadette was fine. When somebody said Bernadette, there was nothing else to say. She was fine. When you're 15, 16 years old, you say the word in a specific way. So when you talked about Bernadette, you started with
She.
and that's when the eyes narrow. And the E in she becomes 3 E's.
She.
And then your head goes up as if you're sending your face to heaven.
She.
And then your face drops down about 2 inches, and the whole head drops down to 5. I still remember the dance. Girls on one side, boys on the other, standing across from each other like there's a giant moat. No snakes, no alligators, no electric wires, no quicksand. But to get from one side of the moat to the other was very scary. I think that this generation had to have someone who made that walk first. And that was the freeing moments. Otherwise, there wouldn't be a next generation. Here we are. Boys on one side, girls on the other. Like human chess pieces. And everyone knows that in chess, you need to think several moves ahead. Or you could get checkmated. The problem was, 15-year-olds couldn't even think one move ahead. As I say, everybody says it. All my buddies, all the fellas I was with. Bernadette was fine. She was nice. She was hip. She was fine. Buzzy Reed told Ron Brown that Cleophas Smith said Bernadette digs Miles Davis records, and I said, what? So I went up to her. That thing about the Miles Davis records on to me, it made me brave. Ordinarily, I'd have been scared to death to talk to Bernadette. But that day, I went up to her. Bernadette, I understand you're digging Miles Davis.
I love Miles Davis, William.
Well, I happen to have every one of the newest Miles Davis LPs ever made.
Oh my goodness!
Would you like to hear the ones I have?
I would love to, William.
I didn't hear anything else after that. I just started to walk away. I was so happy I was just going.
William?
Yes?
When?
What?
When you gonna play your records for me?
When?
That's what I'm asking you.
I started to feel stupid. That's one thing that'll climb all over you when you know you're stupid. And in love. Friday.
Where?
I'll come to your house.
Do you know where I live?
No.
Well then, let me give you my address.
After I got her address, I just walked away. I was so happy. Bernadette Johnson, she gave me her address, but there was one problem. I did not have one Miles Davis record. But Joe Barnett did. So I went to my man, Joe, my friend, Joe Barnett, loaned me for the latest Miles Davis LPs. Friday finally came. I bathed. 3 times. Wait, 3 times, cuz going to see Bernadette Johnson. I remember that my father, who was in the Navy and had been all around the world, had brought home a bottle of Canoe cologne. So, I, poured the whole bottle. Emptied that bottle out. My mother was in the kitchen. What is that up there? What are you doing up there? Nothing, mother. I came down the steps, dressed, and I picked up the LPs. What have you got? Oh! I don't know. It's a new soap. As I left the house, I could hear my mother opening the windows. When you're 15 years old, you've got 2 things going for you. Stupidity and hope. Bernadette's house was about a block and a half away from our house. And I am hoping that this smell will be gone by the time I get there. Because it was strong. Really strong. Like, it was strong. When she opened the door, it sucked the canoe fumes off me.
Oh, come on in right away.
Bernadette looked so fine, but that smell was getting in the way of everything. I went to say hello to Bernadette's mother. Just there you are, son. It is very nice to meet you. Bernadette's father said, "Take care of yourself." Bernadette smiled, and she just looked so fine. But that smell just kept coming and coming. She excused herself, and when she came back, she had a fan. It was one of those fans from a funeral parlor. So, I had the LPs.
Oh, let me help you.
Nope, I'll do it.
Good.
I think she said that because of the fact that I was about to move away from her. I turned it on, pulled the 4 Miles Davis LPs out, put 4 of them up on the speedo, turned the speed to 33 1/3 and pushed play. Then, the music started. Yeah! Now, when I turned around, Bernadette was sitting on the sofa. Now, she could have sat in the armchair, but she sat on the sofa. Sat down. Then I noticed her father leaning on the opening leading to the dining room.
You live about a block and a half away on the left-hand side of the street.
Yes, sir.
You got twin brick posts and an iron gate leading up to your steps on the porch.
Yes, sir.
I just wanted to know where to come.
Bernadette, I have an awful lot of homework to do.
So soon? It's Friday.
Ain't a good time to leave. I left so fast, I forgot to take the albums. So I called Joe Barnett. and told him where to go and pick them up. The next day, Joe went over to get his LPs. 4 years later, Joe and Bernadette were married.